The truths contained in the Holy Qur'an 4:9, the commandments and prohibitions conveyed by the Qur'an to humanity, as well as the wisdom and truths it reveals, are many and varied. These primarily pertain to beliefs, worship, transactions, morality, the sublime works of art that demonstrate Allah's supreme power, events that serve as lessons, and other matters. We can summarize them as follows. 1. The Holy Qur'an informs people of the existence, unity, greatness, wisdom, and sanctity of the Almighty Allah, so much so that the brilliant words of those with philosophical views pale in comparison. 2. The Holy Qur'an calls upon people to seek knowledge and wisdom, to observe and reflect with lesson. It prevents people from living in ignorance. It advises people to look at the great works that reveal the wisdom and power of the Almighty God. 3. Holy Qur'an provides information about some of the prophets sent to people in previous eras. It explains how they fulfilled their noble missions and the hardships they endured for the sake of these missions. It commands all people to follow the final prophet. 4. The Holy Qur'an relates the greatest lessons to be learned from past nations and historical events. It calls upon people to learn from these lessons. It announces the terrible fates of the sinful, peoples who rebelled against the prophets. 5. The Holy Qur'an commanded people to always be aware and not to be indifferent to the truth. It advised them not to follow the desires of their souls and to not be deprived of religion and virtue. It warns that immersing oneself in the material benefits and pleasures of this world while being deprived of spiritual joys and the blessings of the hereafter is a great calamity. 6. The Holy Qur'an advises Muslims to cling tightly to their religion and always defend the truth. It reminds them to always be strong against their enemies and to work to prepare all means of protection. It commands them to take to the battlefield when necessary and to protect their religion, honor, homelands, and material and spiritual possessions with both their lives and their property. 7. The Holy Qur'an sets forth the principles and rules necessary for civilized and social life to function in order and harmony. It requires people to protect and uphold certain rights and duties. 8. The Holy Qur'an advises both individuals and societies to maintain justice, honesty, humility, love, mercy, kindness, forgiveness, decency, equality, and other such virtues. It protects people from oppression, treachery, arrogance, stinginess, feelings of revenge, harshness, ugly words and deeds, and harmful drinks and foods. It inform us about what is permissible or prohibited to do, eat or drink. 9. The Holy Qur'an explains that no one can change the natural laws that the Almighty Allah has established for this universe. It indicates that everyone must adjust their behavior according to these laws. It reminds people that they cannot gain anything other than the fruits of their labors. It encourages people to work and strive. 10. The Holy Qur'an, the exalted Allah's, do not do this, commandments and prohibitions, and promises them the blessings of this world and the hereafter, as well as the successes they will achieve. It also reminds those who do not believe of the dire consequences awaiting them in the torments of hell. The Holy Qur'an, with all these explanations, seeks to inform humanity of the high purpose of their creation and to convey this to them. Conclusion: the expression of the Qur'an is a miracle. It has gathered within itself countless such wisdom and truth. No matter how much humanity may rise, it can never stray from the high guidance of the Qur'an. Behaviors contrary to the Qur'an's guidance, the principles it outlines, are not actually an ascent but a descent.